Welcome to Bold English Speakers. Unlock your confidence. Master English.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast. Today we're talking about something that sounds incredibly simple, but can actually be surprisingly difficult.
Especially when someone suddenly looks at you and says, "So, how's your day going?"
And your brain goes completely blank.
Exactly. You know, thousands of English words, you've studied grammar, you've watched movies, you've listened to podcasts, but at that exact moment, all you can say is, "Good."
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice weather.
And then, silence.
The most uncomfortable silence in human history.
So today we're going to fix that. We're going to talk about how to make small talk fun, natural, relaxed, and enjoyable, especially if English isn't your first language.
And here's the important thing. You don't need perfect English to be good at small talk.
Absolutely. In fact, small talk isn't really about showing people how much English you know.
It's about making people feel comfortable.
Exactly. That's the secret.
So let's start with the biggest mistake people make when they're trying to have a conversation in English.
They try too hard.
Yes, they think, I need to say something intelligent.
Or I need to use advanced vocabulary.
Or I need to make a perfect sentence.
And suddenly a simple conversation becomes an English examination.
Hello, how are you?
According to the current circumstances surrounding my emotional and physical condition,
Please don't.
just say, I'm doing pretty well. How about you?
Exactly.
Natural English is often simple English.
And that's something English learners sometimes forget. Native speakers aren't walking around using complicated vocabulary every 5 seconds.
We say things like, no way.
Really?
That's crazy.
I know what you mean.
How was your weekend?
What have you been up to?
That's interesting.
These simple expressions keep conversations moving.
Let's imagine we're meeting for the first time at a coffee shop.
Okay, you start.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. Just grabbing some coffee before work. How about you?
Same here. I actually needed some caffeine this morning.
Me too. I don't think my brain has started working yet.
I completely understand.
Now notice something.
What?
We didn't talk about anything extraordinary.
No.
Nobody solved a world problem.
Nobody discussed quantum physics.
We talked about coffee and being tired.
And yet, it feels like a conversation.
That's because small talk is not about the subject. It's about connection.
That's worth remembering.
One of the easiest ways to make small talk more interesting is to stop asking questions that can be answered with only yes or no. So instead of saying, "Did you have a good weekend?"
You could say, "What did you get up to this weekend?"
That's much better.
Because now the person has somewhere to go with the answer.
They might say, "Oh, I went hiking."
And then you can say, "Oh, nice, where did you go?"
They might say, "I went with some friends."
Then you can say, "That sounds fun, do you hike often?"
And suddenly, you've got a conversation.
Exactly.
And here's another secret. You don't have to immediately think of the next question.
Yes, listen to the answer.
That's so important.
A lot of people are already preparing their next sentence while the other person is still talking.
They're thinking, what should I say? What should I say?
Meanwhile, the other person is telling you a story.
And you miss the perfect opportunity to continue the conversation.
So listen for one interesting word.
Just one.
If someone says, "I went to Paris last month,"
You don't need 10 questions.
just say, "Paris, wow, was it your first time?"
Simple.
Natural.
And conversational.
Another powerful technique is sharing something about yourself.
Yes, small talk shouldn't feel like an interrogation.
Where are you from?
What do you do?
How old are you?
Where do you live?
That's an interview.
Exactly. Questions are good, but you should also give something back.
For example, instead of saying, "Do you like traveling?"
Say, I love traveling. I went to Kenya last year. Have you traveled much? Now you've given the person something to respond to.
And you've made yourself more interesting.
That's a huge difference.
Let's talk about humor.
One of my favorite subjects.
You don't need to become a comedian.
Thank goodness.
But a little humor can make small talk much more enjoyable.
And the easiest humor is often about yourself.
Exactly. For example, if someone asks, "How's your morning?"
You could say, honestly, I'm still waiting for my brain to arrive.
That's much more interesting than "It's good."
Or if you're drinking coffee, this coffee is basically doing all the work today.
Very natural.
The key is not forcing jokes.
Right. Don't turn every sentence into a comedy routine.
Just allow yourself to be playful.
let's talk about one of the most useful expressions in everyday English. That reminds me. Oh, that's a fantastic phrase. Imagine someone says, I went to the beach last weekend. You could say, that reminds me, I haven't been to the beach in months. And now you're sharing something about yourself. Or they say, I've been really busy with work. You could say, that reminds me, I have a huge project coming up next week.
It's a bridge.
Exactly. It helps you move from one topic to another without making the conversation feel forced. Another useful expression is speaking of.
Yes.
Speaking of movies, have you seen that new film? Speaking of food, have you tried that new restaurant downtown? Speaking of travel, where would you love to go? These expressions make you sound more natural because you're showing the connection between ideas. And you don't have to memorize hundreds of conversation starters. Just load a few flexible phrases and use them naturally. Now, what happens when you don't understand what someone says?
This is a big one.
Many English learners become nervous.
They smile.
They nod.
They say,
Yeah. And secretly, they have no idea what happened.
don't do that.
It's completely okay to ask someone to repeat themselves.
Say, sorry, I didn't catch that.
Or could you say that again?
Or even, what do you mean by that?
These are normal expressions.
Native speakers ask for clarification too.
So don't feel embarrassed.
And let's talk about accents.
This is important.
Your goal is not to sound exactly like someone from London, New York, Sydney, or Los Angeles.
Your goal is to be understood.
Exactly.
Your accent is part of your identity.
What matters more is confidence, clarity, rhythm, and your willingness to communicate.
Sometimes people spend years trying to eliminate their accent when they could spend that time becoming better conversationalists.
Learn natural expressions.
Listen carefully.
Practice responding quickly.
And don't be afraid of making small mistakes.
Let's practice a complete small talk conversation.
Okay, imagine we're coworkers meeting Monday morning.
Morning, how was your weekend?
Pretty good. I went out with some friends on Saturday.
Oh, nice. What did you guys do?
We tried this new restaurant downtown.
Really? Was it any good?
Yeah, actually. The food was amazing, but the place was packed.
That's usually a good sign.
Exactly. Have you been there before?
Not yet, but I've heard about it. I might have to check it out.
You should. And speaking of restaurants, do you know any good places around here?
Actually, there's a little Italian place near my apartment that's fantastic.
Oh, really? What's it called? It's called...
And look at that.
We've gone from how was your weekend to restaurants, neighborhoods, food, and personal recommendations.
That's how natural conversation develops.
Now, here's something I want every English learner listening to remember.
You don't need to impress people.
You need to connect with them.
You don't need the perfect vocabulary.
You need curiosity.
You don't need perfect grammar.
You need the courage to speak.
And sometimes the best conversation is incredibly simple.
How's your day going?
What have you been up to?
How'd you get into that?
Really? Tell me more.
That sounds interesting.
What was that like?
These little expressions can take you a long way.
So here's your challenge for today.
Talk to one person.
It could be a coworker,
A neighbor.
a classmate,
Someone at a coffee shop.
or even someone you already know but don't normally talk to very much.
Ask one open question.
Listen to their answer.
Pick one interesting detail.
Ask about it.
And share something about yourself.
That's it.
Don't worry about being perfect.
Don't translate every sentence in your head.
Don't panic when you make a mistake.
Just stay present.
Because the truth is, small talk isn't small.
I love that.
A 2-minute conversation can become a friendship.
A casual conversation can lead to an opportunity.
A simple, how's your day going, can make someone feel noticed.
And that's what communication is really about.
Not perfect English,
Not impressive vocabulary,
not complicated grammar.
connection,
Curiosity,
confidence.
and a willingness to listen.
So the next time someone asks you, how are you?
Don't automatically say, good.
Give them something.
I'm doing pretty well. I've had a busy morning though. How about you?
And just like that,
You've started a conversation.
thanks for listening.
And remember,
Your English doesn't have to be perfect.
for your conversations to be amazing.
See you in the next episode.
Take care, everyone.